parents. Can you give us a positive takeaway from all of this that's been happening over the past few months?
Well, anytime we deal with a crisis, we learn. I have some real misgivings about the way this has been handled in our country, and let's just not get into that. But wherever you stand on those issues, there have been an awful lot of scientists who are careful and attentive, who've been all over this, from the clinicians on the front lines to laboratory scientists to epidemiologists, and we've learned a lot. And so, assuming that knowledge truly is power, we will be better empowered to protect ourselves in the aftermath of this very, very difficult lesson. But I think almost in any aspect of life, the most indelible lessons come to us via adversity, right? I mean, it's tough, but that's the way it is. You learn a lot when you're struggling. So we've been struggling to deal with this pandemic. Really, there is nothing much to compare it to between here and all the way back in 1918. Pretty much this is outside the scope of living memory. So it's been a reminder. It's been humbling. We're dealing with the race crisis right now, and I think another indelible message for me. I'm a humanist. I think we're all cousins. I think an indelible lesson from this is this virus declared you're all the same. Yep. You can't see it, but with my primitive view of the world, you're the same kind of animal. I can infect any of you. Don't care what color you are. I don't care who issued your passport. I don't care what your immigration status is. If I can find you, I can infect you. You are the same. And maybe we can even see a little bit of beauty in that declaration of our commonality. And then one other thing, and that is, from my perspective as a specialist in disease prevention, health promotion, part of what put America at elevated risk for a higher number of bad outcomes from this infection was the bad state of our baseline health. Way too much obesity, way too much diabetes, way too much heart disease. And all of that is overwhelmingly preventable by using lifestyle as medicine. Doing stuff like playing baseball, getting outdoors, getting exercise, eating well, taking good care of yourself. There's really never been a better time for families to make health family value. And again, I think playing sports outside is part of that formula, but there's more to it. But, think about eating well, because it's an acute defense against bad outcomes from this infection for every generation, but it's also a long-term defense of health and vitality. And the reason you should all care about health for yourself, for your kids, for the grandparents, across all the generations, not because a doc like me wags a finger and says it's important, because healthy people have more fun. That's why we play baseball. It's fun. And health lets us do the kinds of things we love to do, like play baseball. It's hard to play baseball if you're really sick. Being healthy lets us do the stuff we love to do. Healthy people have more fun. There's never been a better time to focus on long-term health, because we have this acute concern. COVID sort of took these long-term concerns and made them acute, but we can take advantage of that. Knowledge is power.